Here are my way too early NBA Eastern Conference predictions for the 2019-2020 season. Just like last episode, I recorded this like a month ago. Overall, I feel like the predictions have aged okay, at least with me. I have a guest.
Guys, it's Jpaulished back again.
We did the West. You can go check that out. The East is a lot more difficult for me, in my opinion, than the West was, because the West was so good, but now the East is so average outside of like 2 or 3 teams. The 8th seed. I want you to go first because I have no idea what team to put here.
Okay, so I went with the Pistons at 8.
Okay.
Andre Drummond and Blake, that's a solid pairing. I heard a lot of rumors that Blake was going to get traded a while ago. I haven't heard anything recently, but we also didn't hear anything about Paul George, and he got traded. So, I mean, maybe Blake may be on the move. They only really added Mel, but I mean, I like D-Rose last year. He probably will only play like 30 games, but I mean, the East sucks. I think the Pistons can make the 8th seed.
They made it somehow last year, so
they got swept, but
yeah, I'll put the Pistons at 8 as well. They improved their point guard position with adding Derrick Rose, Tim Frazier. They just need a solid point guard and a solid shooting guard and a solid small forward, and they'll be good. So they just need a better roster. And they'll be good because I feel like Blake is obviously the best player. He like revitalized his career last year. Andre Drummond
he had a great year.
Kind of exposed in the playoffs. He was doing nothing against the Bucks. Whether it's an Andre Drummond trade or a Blake Griffin trade, just trade the whole team away. This team isn't going to win anything anytime soon with the current roster that they do have. So
it's not much to salvage there, no.
8th seed it is. Okay, so during the recording process, we totally forgot about the Indiana Pacers. We came to a consensus that the Pistons won't be making the playoffs this upcoming season, and the Miami Heat will be taking their spot as the 8th seed.
I mean, Jimmy's good, but I don't know what Jimmy can do with the Heat. And then they lost Whiteside. Justice Winslow's good sometimes, but also not good other times. So I mean, again, the East sucks. A fun fact about the Pacers real quick is they have 3 TJs on their team. I just wanted to point that out. That's kind of crazy.
Well, just for that fun fact, I won't have the Pacers at 7 after all. I'll put the Magic, because the Magic didn't get better on paper. They got Al-Farouq Aminu, Markelle Fultz. Who knows when he's going to be back healthy. I feel disgusting talking about all of these teams outside of the top 2.
I'm not going to take that much bashing to the Magic. I mean, that's my team, obviously. I don't think they're going to be like...
They're solid,
but the East they're a lot better than the bottom of the East, I think. A lot of people thought bringing back Vucevic was bad because of Mo Bamba. Everyone thinks he's going to be huge, probably just off the hype of the song. He put on 20 pounds. He could be good, but I don't know. I think having Vucevic for another few years to kind of teach him, I think that lineup is better than the Pistons, Heat.
At the 6th seed.
Okay, so I have the Nets at 6 right now, which I think will be... A lot of people will freak out about that. I don't know if the Nets are that good with just Kyrie. I think it's interesting that Durant went from one ball-dominant diva point guard in Westbrook to a ball-dominant diva point guard in Curry to another ball-dominant diva point guard in Kyrie. I just think that's kind of interesting. But this year, obviously, Durant's not a factor, so yeah.
Yeah, Durant's not a factor. DeAndre Jordan, I don't understand that because they're taking away Jared Allen's spot. I don't know if you could play those two together.
I think he was Durant's friend, I think, and Kyrie's friend. So they brought him in as one of those things.
I feel bad for his friend because they're probably going to trade him. Because I don't know how the 2 big guys work, Jared Allen and DeAndre Jordan. So yeah, that doesn't make sense, the positions wise. But for my 6th seed, I have the Indiana Pacers. Even with Victor Oladipo not being healthy, they'll still be a solid team. I like their starting 5 and the 3 TJ things. That just icing on the cake. That just makes them that much better.
Perfect.
So, but I believe in the Pacers. Solid roster, solid coach.
Yeah, I think they've had a great offseason. Warren, Lamb, good pickups.
While our 5th seed is a bit reversed. You had the Brooklyn Nets at 6. I have them at 5. And I had the Pacers at 6. And you have them at 5. Very interchangeable. And I feel like we've talked enough about the Nets and Pacers this entire video. So moving on to the 4th seed. I have the Raptors. They didn't get anybody to replace Kawhi Leonard. Oh, actually, I apologize. They got Stanley Johnson to replace Kawhi Leonard, so that's going to be a huge thing for them. And unfortunately, Stanley Johnson is not Kawhi Leonard, so they're still a solid team. I feel like Pascal Siakam was getting way overhyped. They'll make the playoffs, finals again, championship again. Not going to happen because Kawhi was the heart of the team, the best player on the team.
The only reason they were good was Kawhi is a killer in the playoffs. They lost their killer, so we'll see.
They'll be a solid regular season team. Fortunately, after that, then they'll probably get knocked out in the playoffs, first round or something. So at 3, the Boston Celtics. They'll still be a solid team with Kemba Walker, and we'll finally see if it was a Kyrie problem, because Kemba Walker is like a less clouded version of Kyrie Irving.
He's more chill, I think. I mean, Kyrie's chill, but like he gets
they're
like a
the
lot
same
of coverage
player
around
though.
him. They're the same. I
play
think Kyrie's a
style.
lot better. I think Kyrie's a lot better in the sense of really.
He's more clouded. That's what he is. He got the clout. Kemba doesn't have any clout. He's played for Charlotte the entirety of his career.
Last year, but like he hasn't been that Kemba. Like Kemba was a beast last year, but how much of that Kemba are we gonna still get? Is the question.
As much as we're gonna get of Kyrie.
Okay.
I believe in Kemba and the Celtics, and we'll get to see if Kyrie was the problem or if Kyrie's play style was the problem.
We'll get to see.
Because if Kyrie's play style was the problem, then we could blame Kemba as well if it doesn't work out, because he's essentially the same player.
The Cantor pickup was unbelievable. For 2 years, $10 million, that's like nothing. Why did he make that little amount of money?
At number 2, I have the Philadelphia 76ers. Now that Kawhi is gone, the Sixers have a chance to step up to Giannis and the Bucks. Although I'm not entirely sure how that new look starting 5 is going to play out. I still have good faith in Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, especially Joel Embiid, to take over. Ben Simmons, he just has to learn a jump shot and he'll be good. But this is their next step to be a second seed and maybe get out the second round this year.
I don't know. I have the Sixers at 2, but I might want to put them at 1. He got better. I think I don't know. Jimmy Butler, I think, was more of a locker room than a good thing, because I don't think Simmons is emotionally that strong, and Jimmy Butler's kind of an alpha.
Yeah, I mean he's gotten cheated on by Kendall Jenner like 8 times.
Yeah.
So of course he's not emotionally stable.
Yeah, well, of course he's got some. I mean, once you connect yourself to that family, there's gonna be some off the court drama, let's say. But I mean, I think the Horford pickup is great for them. I think that was the one guy that was stopping Embiid, and now you have him on your team.
But in college, he played the power
and when he
forward
was, I mean, I know Tobias because when he came to the Magic, that's when he first kind of like broke onto the scene. He was a small forward then, so I mean, I could see.
It's positionless basketball, you know. So I think they'll be fine.
Richardson's decent. Weird looking lineup though.
So at number 1, the Bucks being the first seed. They got the Lopez twins. They got the Giannis brothers, or the Antetokounmpo brothers.
I did not know they got Giannis's brother. Wow. Thanasis.
Yep. Thanos.
That's not how you say it. Gig.
That's how you say it. Thanos.
They have all the Infinity Stones, pretty much. 2 brothers.
Yeah, so they'll be solid. The only key loss was who? Brogdon?
And they lost Mirotic to Europe.
Oh, yeah. That was weird.
It was really strange.
They picked up Wesley Matthews as well.
He got a lot of money. They'll be fine, but that Middleton contract was bad.
I mean, who else were they going to sign?
They didn't have any leverage. He had all the cards. What ranking is he as far as paid? I think he's like top 5 now in the league. He must be per year. It was like 5 years, 178. That's pretty crazy. So the only hole is like the power forward, but like you said, with Giannis, you can move him. And I think, yeah, they'll be 1 seed.
Mm-hmm. So there you have it. Our West or Eastern Conference predictions. So just to recap, because it was kind of all over the place, we changed our list midway through. But for me, I have the Bucks 1, Sixers 2, Celtics 3, Raptors 4, Nets 5, Pacers 6, Magic 7, and Heat 8. And you, what does your list look like?
I had Heat 8, Magic 7, Nets 6, Raptors 4, Celtics 3, Sixers 2, Bucks 1.
So yeah, it was a crazy shuffle for us, but be sure to leave your predictions in the comment section below. What teams did we miss? Did we disrespect the Pistons too much or not enough? Any last words?
Again, If you want to find my music, Jpaulished anywhere.
Head twisted, trying to make my mind different. I'm staying indie like the day before July 5th is. There ain't no genie in a bottle granting my wishes. Full back on the throttle, switching sides with it. But you my baby, I would never live. We like Johnny Yoko Ono in the 7 days. Cause we breaking out the bands, throw it in the air, rain on them. Staying grounded, but you fly it in a plane on them. I see more on you.